Hey, how's everybody doing today? Thank you so much for joining me again. I really do appreciate you so much. All right, so today I want to talk with you about max trade per session. Max trades per session. Um, I've been learning about it in my trading strategy development. I'm pretty new to creating strategies, but I found this concept really helpful, so I wanted to share what I've learned. So, what is max trades per session? Per session. It is a rule we can put into our strategy that limits how many trades it can make in one trading day or session. All right, so let me show you how we set this up. So I'm just going to get the parameters and variables in place. Let's set that to 10. All right, let me just set this up now. All right, so we got the parameter set up to be able to optimize. Make this a boolean. Make that a boolean. Make this a boolean as well. All right, so we got our variables set up. So I'm going to jump right into um, setting up what I need to set up within the bar update. When the bar updates, excuse me. So I already created that before ahead of time. I like to make sure everything is neat. All right. So what I'm gonna do is start with the trades exceeded. Excuse me. After I'm gonna have to change this to a conditional standard condition. All right. All right. So we got that one set. All right. So now I'm just gonna add if block. So we're looking to see if the trades are exceeded. So trades exceeded, excuse me, paste is equal to true. Then we'll set the max trades equal to true. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is set the trade condition. What I could have did, once again making it difficult. Copy, paste. Just change this to less than. And I'll explain why in a minute. Alright, so what we also want to do, alright, so from the previous video when we set up the daily profit and loss, we set a conditional box to reset certain values at the first bar of the session. So with the daily, excuse me, with the max daily trades, also going to do the same thing. So what we're going to do is add trades this session. Set that back to 0. All right. And then what we're going to do is, give me a second. All right, yeah, so we're gonna take this condition. See if I can copy and paste. We're gonna set this back to false at the beginning of the first bar of the session. So trade this session, that will be set to 0 at the beginning of the session, and the max trades will also be set back to false. All right, so this code does a few things. It checks if we exceeded the amount of max trades with this session. If we have it set, if we have it sets a flag, our flag of max trades to true once it has exceeded the max trades this session. Remember, this is a variable, it just holds the numbers. All right, so if the trade exceeds the trades this session, if it's exceeded the max trades, the trade exceeded will be set to true. It's false now because it hasn't exceeded. So but when it does exceed, it will be set to true, and if this is set to true, then the max trades will be hit, and this is also set to true. So what the trade condition does is it checks to see if the trades this session is less than the max trades. If it is less than the max trades, then it's basically true and you're okay to trade. Now what this does is just resets our trade count and a max trade flag at the beginning of each session. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to implement the logic in the entry conditions so we can make sure that it trades. That was part of the reason why I set this boolean, so the trading logic can know, okay, it's less than the max trades. Alright, so we're good to go. So the only thing I have to do is add this here. Let me go right here. After. Copy. Go down to the shorts, do the same thing. Alright. Not done yet. This is the complicated part that really threw me off a little bit. Um, Trying to figure out how to calculate the trades as they're being taken and ending. So we have to set up another condition, but this time it's going to be set within the entry conditions. All right, so we're just going to set. This is where we set the trades this session variable so it can count the trades. All right, this is the reason why we also set it to reset on the first bar of the session so it doesn't carry over the count and stop the trading. All right, so what we're going to do is go right here, set trades this session is equal to trades this session plus 1. So it's keeping count. All right, I'm going to copy, paste after me. Too easy. Too easy. All right. All right, so we got it all in place. Just go over it real fast. Appreciate your patience. I just want to see max false, trade condition, trade exceeded this session, max trades, trade true, trade true. Then if the trade condition is true, if it's less than the max trades, at the first bar of the session, the trade session is reset, and as well as the max trades going back to false. After it's set to true, okay. All right, so this checks if our entry conditions are met and if our trade condition is true, meaning we've hit our max trades for the session. If both are true, we enter the trade, add 1 to our counter, add 1 to our counter. All right. So you probably might be wondering why would we want to limit our strategy trades, and basically I figured out it's all about balancing control. Without limits, our strategy might trade too much, especially in volatile markets, which can lead to overtrading. By setting max trades per session, we're also preserving capital by limiting how much the strategy could potentially lose in a day. This limit forces our strategy to be more selective, focusing on quality trades rather than quantity. It's like giving our strategy a budget to work with, encouraging it to make each trade count. If our strategy is having a bad day, the max trade limit can act as a safety net, preventing it from continuing to trade and potentially making things worse, which I don't want. I know you don't want that want that either. But it can be really helpful in controlling drawdowns. Um, when we hit the limited number of trades, it makes our performance analysis easier. We can review and understand what our strategy is doing each day without getting overwhelmed by a huge number of trades. It's like giving ourselves a manageable chunk of data to analyze and learn from. But like I said previously, I'm still learning, um, trying to figure out what the best number is for the max trade per session. But it probably depends on the type of strategy the market is trading in a time frame. But even as a beginner, I can see how this rule can make a big difference in how your strategy performs. One thing I'm curious about is how to decide on the right number. Should it be based on back testing results, or maybe adjust dynamically based on market conditions? I'm still learning about all this. So that's what I've learned about implementing the max trades per session in the strategy so far. It's a simple idea. Um, to some, it might be a simple idea. It took me a minute to figure it out, so I apologize about that. But I think it can be really powerful for managing risks and creating a more robust trading system. So, what do y'all think? Have any of you used something like this in your strategy? Remember, I'm still learning too. So, if any more experienced traders want to add their thoughts, I'd love to hear them. You can drop your comments below. We can learn from one another. All right, so let me get this going. I want to get this saved up for you. Sorry about rambling like that, but I just want to give you a little bit of tidbit before I save this up and show you if everything is going to work out correctly. Just going to go over it again just to make sure. Piano condition, max trade false 0, trade condition equal to trades this session, trade condition, max trades is true, trades is false, trades exceeded this false condition is true. Condition. All right. All right, so let's see how this works out, everyone. All right, so it's already there. There we go. All right, so there it is. All right, so we got our daily profit, everything that we did in the previous videos. Bar six exit, bar since exit. We now got the max trades, the daily profit and trading time. We're getting there. It's getting there slowly but surely. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this out to 500. I'm gonna leave the trading time at 7:30. I want to see what's gonna happen. Bar since exit, just gonna make that two. Max trades, gonna leave it at 10. Want to see what's gonna happen. All right, so we're using Lizard Wrinkle. All right, so so let's start from the beginning of this day. All right, so the beginning of this day started trading at 7:30. Took the first trade, went flat, 1 2, waited for the next signal, took trade. All right, so it's working. The bar since exit. All right, closes, does the same thing, waits for the signal, waits for the two in between and the flat. Same thing. All right, so that's one trade, two trade, three trade, four, five, six, seven, eight. All right, so it went to eight, and I'm pretty sure looking at looking at the chart, you can tell why it only went to eight. It hit the daily loss limit. So let's go to the trades and see. Yep. Okay, so the day started off with the two wins, and then from the cumulative net, it got close to the 500, but then it went right over it. So it lost. It hit the daily loss limit before it even got to the 10 trades. But let's just do it like this, so we can count from the 1st of August. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 trades. 10 trades. Let's count the next one to see if it's still keeping up with it. Besides it hitting the daily loss limit. So we got 1 2 3 4 5 hit daily loss. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 trades. Stop for the day. So it worked, and I'm happy that it worked. You know, just I'm just ecstatic that it worked. Sometimes you do these things and you go through a lot of trial and error and it doesn't work, and gets you a little down. But no problem. That's the purpose of it, to make you keep going, and so you can learn more and get it working the way you need it to work. All right, everybody. That is basically it. I just wanted to show you the implementation of the max trades per session. So as you can see, we got everything working on the strategy so far. We got the trading hours working. We got the daily profit and loss working, the bar since exit, as well as the max trades, and as well as the parameters for the super trend. All right. So I'll be back again, um, with another video, with another addition to the strategy. Not sure what it is yet, but I will make sure that I create another video, show you my results, walk through them with you, and so we can learn together. Once again, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. See you at the next video. You guys stay blessed and take care.